Hey, Soul Tribe. Tracy here with Sweet Spot magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, the shares, views, subscribes, comments, the generous donations in all forms, everything. I appreciate it all. The hypes, I appreciate it all. We're going to ring the bell. Let's go ahead and clear out the energy, and we're going to see what the message the Spirit has for us. You know what song I'm hearing? Stop in the name of love before you break my heart. Stop in the name of love before you break my heart. Think it over. Think it over. Somebody's decided, second thought, boo, I'm thinking it's too hard to live without you. And they feel that they've lived without you long enough. Now it's time. They feel like, okay, enough of the games. It's time to us to come back together. But the thing is, they kind of got a little apprehensive now because the reason was not the whole reason, but a part of the reason that y'all is a part of because they didn't know how to act and you got tired of backing down. So now they feeling like you kind of, about to, feel like you got your little power underneath your belt, and they're not sure if you are going to reject them or not. I kind of got a hunch that something that they're working on just ain't working out without you. Like, they need you to go, sprinkle your little dust, on whatever project they're working on. Blow a little blessing their way. Because something that they're trying to do just ain't working out without you. Hey, Evangelina, how are you? Hey, sis, how are you? Hey, behaving goals. Let's see, bottom of the deck. This wealthy man. Yeah, he's made a decision. He has finally decided. He's finally opened up his eyes. He realizes that something just ain't working out. Something is in bad health. And the person that he was with before, the person that he had anticipated could take him to the next level, brought him to a screeching screeching halt. Couldn't screech any more than what was screeched on that halt. I mean, it was like skirt, skirt, skip. Hey, Robert. Cause the bitch lied. Bitch said she had the sprinkle dust. Look, she said she had the sprinkle dust. Lied like there was no lying. Like straight Persian, lied like a rug. Hey, Cleo. Hey, Susan. See, then you know what? Time got away from this person. Mm-hmm. 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 Time got away from this person. And you know what? Time was on your side. Because while that person was wasting time, wasting money, wasting effort, wasting energy, wasting space that they couldn't get back, you let what you do speak for yourself. Your shit is proven. Your shit is doc. You're mentored. You feel me? You did. And see, now this person, like I said, they have a little bit of apprehension. Because see, shit done changed now. Shit ain't the same. See, the old you that they knew before, that was the old you. This the new you. See, they called themselves having them a new boo. Well, what? They went over there and they found out they boo, that new boo, truly was scary. You was out here doing your thing. Mm-hmm. Something about some type of property. Did you buy a house? Or maybe they bought a house with somebody. But something about some type of property. And see, now somebody want to reach out to you. They want to send you a message. Because they need something. They need something bad. What they want to do is see if y'all could possibly pick up where you left off. You know, before the whole, splitting up, and, the whole deceit and stabbing in the back and cheating and lying and bullshitting and thieving and fraud and all. Before all that shit happened. Before all that, what some could call negative, some others would call a lesson. Before that happened, they want to know if y'all could just like pick up where you left off. But something about this, somebody else, somebody that is connected to you in a certain type of way. They have a certain rank, they have a certain title, something about this mature man. He's an official person. They got some sort of title or something. Hey, Annie, how are you? It could be somebody in your family. It could be a family member. Could be the head of the household, the head of the family. Maybe not the head of the household, but maybe the head of the family, the patriarch. But something about that person. They know that, you know what? I feel like this person gave you a real hard time. Like harder than what it had to have been. Harder than anybody else had it. They know that you had it harder for whatever reason. And they know the reason. The reason is because you got the gift. That's the reason. You're the only one that can sprinkle the little dust and turn dust into diamonds. Hey, Hypsee. Thank you, Hypsee. Yeah, you're the only one that can turn the dust into diamonds by sprinkling your dust on top of some other regular schmegular outside out the door dust. See, this person, they expected you. They expected you to be in poverty. They expected you not to succeed. They expected you not to be aware of your gifts. They expected you to miss it, to miss it all, the whole life. They expected you to be so dazed and glazed, and then whenever you finally woke up, like maybe in your late 70s, early 80s, you was like amazed that you missed the whole fucking life. They didn't expect you to wake up. They didn't expect you to realize. They didn't expect you to find out who the fuck you are, what the fuck you got to do, and to get on the right track and the path and to start doing it. Ever since you was a child, you was that child. You was the one who I bring other boys to the yard. I'm the one who's had two others on. You was that one. Okay, Hypsee, thank you so much. Thank you. It's like you was they knew this one knew that you was the one. They knew you was the one. They knew that you was going to, if anybody was going to be able to find their way, it was going to be you. I feel like maybe somebody made it purposely harder for you, which they didn't have to do. But you know what you did? You worked. You never gave up, and you found your way. You found your way. You know what's up. And you about to be blessed. You about to be blessed. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. You are about to be blessed like no other. And see, that's why I said it's not somebody they want to come back. They want to come back to you. But they need something. Ain't that what we said? They need something. They need something from you. So that's why they want to come back. They want to see if they could, put the moves back on you. Get you, because I know you about to be up there, baby. You about to be that multi-millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire status, baby. Hey, Galactic Goddess. So of course they want to be wrapped up in your arms. Yes, maybe they did make a mistake by pushing you to the side, kicking you down the steps, running you over with the car twice, and then throwing dirt on your name, and then, all that other shit before they left you for that hoe. But they banking on that you don't remember all of that. They hoping that you don't remember half of that. They really wishing that you don't remember 7/8 of that shit. But even if you do remember that 1/8, they hope that 1/8 that you do remember, because maybe after you came back in from the coma, woke back up from the coma, maybe you didn't have all the memory, but that one part you do remember. They hoping that wasn't the baddest part, because they want to come back. They need something. Somebody got a message about something that they just can't get out of. Somebody got a message. You know what this means? Fuck around and find out. Somebody finding out some shit. They finding out, y'all. They finding out. They realized They realized, see, this motherfucker thought that they had the dust. No, you was just kicking up motherfucking dust. We got the juice. He's sitting here thinking about the one with the dust, the one with the juice, the one with the magical shit. Now he's sitting there like, oh, damn. Yeah, you chose the wrong one. That was all on you. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah, see, he know. He chose the wrong one. The one that he chose, they didn't have no dust, no magical, nothing. That person lied to him. Liar, motherfucker, pants on, liar. What's the thing called liar, something. Pants hanging on the telephone wire. Somebody lying. Somebody look up. Are their pants up there burning? Liar, something. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Yeah, liar, pants on fire. Yeah, that's what it is. Hanging on the telephone wire. I knew it was something. Like I said. See, somebody, and they're going through it. They're going through it just like you went through it. They're going through it too. Yeah, and they're concerned. They're concerned. See, they didn't expect you to be the one that had it. You was the money attractor. You was the one with the juice. You was the one that said, okay, God, please, hey, if it's going to be a benefit, please send it. And God was like, okay, let me give you what you asked for. See, somebody is upset. Now they realize, you can only make one decision one time. Make sure that you got all the information. Make sure that you're not just listening to what somebody say. You can see what they do. Just because I say I can fly don't mean I can fly. See, now somebody realized that the one that they should have stayed with was you. It could have been they chose somebody over you. You could have been family with this person. They chose somebody over you. And now this person, now they see what they chose. Yeah. But see, what they see is them getting back on track with you in no time. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, yeah. But they are in some type of commitment with this person about this house. It could have been maybe they bought some property with somebody. I feel like too that somebody got a message. This main male got a message. Maybe somebody got to go to family court. Maybe somebody got to go to family court because maybe they are they could be behind in their, if they got child support or something, they could be behind in their child support. I hope that turns out okay. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Amen, Robert. What's the message? Thank you. There. See, somebody is in great despair because they know that you have the gift. You have always been that gifted child. That shit don't change. Just because you were the gifted child as a child, just because you grow up don't mean that you're gonna lose it. You just gonna be a gifted adult. Like, what is so fucking hard? Duh. Hey, Catherine. If you a dumb ass child and all you bring home are D's and F's, you're not gonna grow up and graduate from Princeton all of a sudden, are you? You're not gonna sit here and be part of Mensa, are you? No. Like, what is so fucking hard to? If you have talent as a child and you're really great at drawing, as an adult, you're still gonna have that same gift, talent. You get it? You see it? This ain't rocket science. You ain't got to have no damn college degree to understand this shit. This shit is beyond common sense. Should be anyway. What's the message? Thank you. Yeah, ooh, somebody is expecting to get locked up. No. This person is not expecting to get locked up. They're expecting to get rejected because they put themselves in a position. Yep, they put themselves in a position with you. And because you was the official person, they put themselves in a position with you, and they got with somebody else that they thought was a privileged lady. She was just a hoe. One of Santa's best helpers. When she doing her thing, that's when you hear Santa talk about some ho, ho, ho. See, because this main male, this person, he didn't went halfway in with this property with this person, thinking that he was gonna make some money. Okay, but now he's concerned because, like I said somebody got to go to. I felt like somebody had to go to court. It didn't have to be child support, but he concerned because he got to go to court about that house, or something. It's costing too much, It could have been a money pit, or now he got to try and buy their half out just to dissolve this whole thing. It's too much. And see, so now somebody see that if they stuck with you, y'all would have been a family. They would have had that money. All they would have to do was just, whisper in your ear. You would have been the main female, and then they would have been able to have somebody else on the side. That's what they're saying. They should have prioritized you. They should have put you in the number one spot and told this hoe, you know you a hoe. You a hoe. You know you a hoe. You rock 3 different freaks at every show. You a hoe. You know you a hoe. How do you know? Because I told you so. Said that should have been their number 2. But they thought long and they thought wrong. Secondly, their bank account is laughing because nobody paid them to think. Take that to the bank, okay? Yeah. Got what? Yeah. Now, with this false person, now I want to send you a message because they know that out of everybody, you was the mature one. Now we'll send you a message talking about some. Hey Beth, hey babe. Yeah. Oh no. Helen and I are done. I haven't spoken with her in about let me see, I guess it would have been about 4 or 5 days now. We're done. So anyway, I'm calling you because that spot is open. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Anything else from this deck? Thank you. Yeah, telling you. That's what somebody want. They want to be with you now. Telling you, they're coming to you because they trying to get you again. They want to be all, we're going to be all hugged up and tight and, doing grown things. You know what they want. Bottom of the deck. Knight of Pentacles. See, now somebody realized what they should have done is they should have worked on the stability with you. They should have worked on investing in you. They should have worked on being true to you. You know what I'm saying? Saida said news open position. Yeah, they do have a new open position. Because see, this person, they knew how you felt about them. They knew how you felt about them. But the thing is, it's like the shit that you would say. Hey, Anthony, the shit that you would say, that's the part that will fuck them up, because the shit that you would say will come to pass. That's what they got tired of that. They felt like they're not going to be able to get away with shit. As long as you sitting there talking about something. So what'd you do last night? Oh, nothing. I just sat at home. Oh, really? So you didn't go on down to 52nd Street and then go up to the VFW up there? You didn't go, and then after leaving there, go pick up 2 of your friends and go on down to the other club, the other spot, and then drop them people out, and then go on to the Waffle House, and then come home. You didn't do all that while I was not home. Oh, okay. See, that's the shit they didn't like. They couldn't get away with shit. Okay, they couldn't get away with shit. Now somebody wanna come and they wanna give you open apology. They want to tell you knew I was gonna come back. You know this. You know what this is. You know we supposed to be together. You knew I was gonna come back. Yeah, because they want to heal this. They want to heal this. Because see, what they're doing is they're looking at you, and while you working, what you got going? Have magical motherfucking dust. Shit going everywhere. See? Now they thinking about something. Now they didn't have to get with old girl to have the sparkly. Because she really did work with the sparkly. She was a stripper. And see, it's hard to get that shit off. But now they thinking about it and they're like, damn. They could have got your sparkly for free. You ain't asking for no tips. You ain't dancing and you just creating shit. See now, but see, somebody they realized that they didn't fight for you. They didn't even give you a chance. For real. They didn't even give you a chance. They didn't even give you a chance to fight for them if you wanted to do that. I'm telling you, somebody didn't see something. And I'm telling you that they didn't fight for you. They didn't give you a chance. They didn't want to hear what you had to say. But now, like I said, this shit with old girl, that shit is done and over. What they say? A few days now, 5-6 days. That shit is done and over. He should have realized, or whoever, however this works out, he, she, or him, her, should have realized that the other person, somebody should have realized the other person was a hoe, was the town hoe. Mm-hmm. See, somebody's seeing something clearly now. They seeing now. They're looking at something. It's like something that they maybe it was a picture or their cell phone or something. But they're realizing there was something that they missed. They realized that there was something that they didn't see before. Whether this could be like an old picture of you laughing somewhere, sitting around laughing, just all natural and shit. Or a picture of you both. Y'all laughing and remember the time that picture was taken. Or something. They looking at something, they remembering something. And this got them all in their feelings. And they regret that they was being so stubborn. So like often, so like their ego. They was allowing what they did was they allowed somebody else to stroke their motherfucking ego. That's what it was. They allowed somebody to get them by stroking their fucking ego. Whenever you was coming with facts, the truth, the real deal. And they regret that. They regret that. They allowed, like I said, they allowed somebody to stroke their ego. And now, it's like, even whenever, I kind of feel like they kind of, at one point, we got the Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. I think at one point, they kind of wanted you to kind of like just deal with it. Just kind of like go with it. Just like, come on. Fred's not going anywhere. So either you get in line and you be friends with me and Fred, even though Fred is trying to fuck you up. Either you be friends with us or we're not talking to you. It's like somebody wanted you to kind of get in line, but you just said, fuck that. Good luck with you and Fred, motherfucker. Tell Fred when I see him is on site. Wench. Just kidding. Cause see, somebody thought they could play both sides against the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like they shit didn't motherfucking stink. Yeah. Like they like you was supposed to just take it. Fuck that. They didn't think that you had a choice. You had choices. Yeah. You discerned that whole situation and you did what you needed to do. And you just said, you know what? I see what's happening here. They're going to get theirs. You just did whatever it was that you needed to do. You knew the karma was going to step in and take control of that whole motherfucking situation. But see what fucked them up? They didn't expect you to leave. They did not expect your ass to walk the fuck away. And they sitting here, they look at them, sitting here watching you walk the fuck away. They was confused. That's whenever they thought, oh, I done fucked up. They mad. Ooh, they mad at me. Yes, Lord, they good and mad at me. Damn. Mm, 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 mm. That's what they thinking. You went solo. By yourself. Bye, bitches. Because you knew you was not about to be around them motherfuckers and them motherfuckers sitting there gossiping, lying on you. Fuck all that. And then some. Got you fucked up. You see, now somebody's trying to think about a plan. Now that they you know somebody's they heard about somebody got a plan to travel to see you. They heard about something. Somebody else is planning to travel, or heard about some type of communication, heard about something real good about you. Like, now somebody's ready to step out on faith. I feel like they was talking about, how you didn't stepped out on faith, trusted in God, and God gave you, it's like completed some things, turned some things, water into wine for you. But I feel like this is somebody who definitely stepped out on faith. Starting over. Somebody wants to start over with this committed relationship. They want to see if they can go back on time, if they can rewind the clock, go back on time, give it another chance. Hey, NTBC 91. Hey, Rotten Rob. But see, somebody still they wanna do this with you, but they still got secrets. It's like this is what you would see on the outside, but on the inside, they still got secrets. They still got things that they need to contend with, And what they got to do is it's time for them to be truthful. Be truthful about, this other person, what they got going on or whatever. If there's some type of or there's some type of contract, there's some type of agreement, you just got to be truthful. Yeah, but somebody has made a decision. They made a judgment call because, like I said, something that somebody is working on. It's not working out. So this is they thinking about, because what they're thinking about is everything that you work on. Like I said, you got that motherfucking magical dust. You can blow a kiss at it. And it's a winner. Yeah. Somebody know this is what you do. Everything you touch flourishes. Everything you touch turns to gold. And this is why this person is tripping, because they thinking about how they fucked all that shit up. They couldn't have fucked this up any more than what they did. All because they sitting here trying to hold secrets and shit. This person realized they was being very immature. They was acting very immature when they thought that they was getting away with something. That's why they in the position they are in now. Because they thought they was getting away with something. Somebody was getting away with something. The other person was getting away with stealing everything from somebody, including their drawers. Okay, so that's what that secret shit got somebody in the fucking poorhouse. Now they want to come to you. They see that you was the best choice. You was the one that was committed. You was the one that was faithful. You was the one that was honest. You was the one that was mature. You was the one that took care of home. You was the one that did this. You was the one that did that. Whatever. That was you. It wasn't that old. And then whenever comparing, just comparing how you love to how that other person loved, they saw what that other person was given to them. And it did not even compare. This is why somebody's praying, hoping, and praying that they have an opportunity to come back together with you. Not just come back together with you, but that you would say yes. That you would welcome them with open arms, legs, whatever, whatever. That you would just, your cup of love would be outstretched. But like I said, somebody is that there's still something that somebody ain't talking about. There's still something somebody got to say. They're afraid to say this part though, because they feel like if they say it, that you would tell them no, because then you would know how much somebody betrayed you. Hey, Anissa. Hey, Amani. Then you would know exactly how much someone betrayed you, to what extent they went. And they know that you're the only one that can bring balance to what they're going on, that they can tell them what they got too much of, what they need more of, what they don't, how they can balance the whole situation out so that it works in their favor, so that they can, have this situation work in their favor. That's what they want, is you to help them balance this whole situation so it works in their favor. But like I said, this whole coming to you, they're afraid that if they travel to you, that they're going to get their heart broken, that that their hopes are going to be dashed, because that you're going to turn them down, you're going to just slam the door in their face, you're going to, whatever, because their entire life is already crumbling. Like I said, they decided, it's too hard to live without you. And they've lived without you long enough. And they hate the fact that they didn't see this devil that was going to come in between them, you, family. They didn't see that. Even when you told them, the devil's going to sit there and say, hey, Collector's going to tell you that I'm the devil. But the only reason the Collector's going to tell you that I'm the devil is because Collective is a hater. And when Collector tell you I'm the devil, I want you to call Collective a hater. So when you said, hey, that's the devil, they's like, whatever, hater. They wasn't expecting you to take a stand. They wasn't expecting you to draw a line in the sand. See, somebody thought that they could just do whatever they wanted, and you wasn't going to say anything. You wasn't going to do nothing. You was going to let them continue to act out, act up, act ugly. I think that's when you went ghost. I think that is when you went ghost. Because you allowed that person to sit with themselves to understand that, you know what, you were out here acting like a whole motherfucking warlock. Ain't nobody in their right motherfucking mind got time like that. And you sitting here trying to overburden us, motherfucker. I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying. I acting like a whole motherfucking warlock. Like you done lost your last piece of mind. See, you know, acting like they were single and shit. See, now somebody's sitting here and they're looking at shit differently when it comes to the responsibility of home life. Now somebody looking at shit differently. Now see somebody praying that they can get out of the position that they in. They praying right here, praying that they can get some peace, get out of this position that they in. It's all mental. It's a whole mental struggle with them right now. Thank you, Spirit. The whole mental struggle. Like I said, they want to be successful, but there's still some shit that this person ain't dealing with. This person may need to go get some counseling because there's some shit that they're not dealing with, and this person done fucked them up over. You know, having to realize that, you know, they went through some trauma. There may be some PTSD. There may be something there that they need to go get checked out at a counselor or something. She gonna try to put that in Brother Eagle on first. Okay. You know, somebody didn't see. It's like now they're seeing what they didn't see with that other person. Now they're realizing there was some shit that they did not see. Then and like I said, something is over. It is over. Thank you. Yep. Something about this collaboration, confirmation too. See, they want to work with you. That's who they want to work with. That's who they want to collaborate with. You. Nobody else. You know, once you learn that lesson, what's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Mm-hmm. Telling you, somebody wants to come back to you. Now they want to come back to you. They want to be away from the crowd now. They don't want to be part of the crowd now because they know this crowd comes with problems. Gossip, you know, somebody always got something to say. What's the message? Yeah, I'm telling you something. Somebody see it now. Whatever they didn't see before, they see it now. Now something they can't and once you see it, you cannot unsee it. I feel like this person now realizes in the past that they should have taken that from you in the past. That's what they should have done. Mm-hmm. That's what they should have done. They should have. They're seeing now in the past, they should have protected you against this other person. That way, y'all would have been right here. You would have been so happy, so proud, and everything else. And you wouldn't have known that they had did some other fuck shit against you before that you didn't even know about. But if they would have taken up for you that time, they would have been in the clear. What's the message? At least that's how they feel. See, somebody, it's like they can't do something with you. They don't know. There's something that this person doesn't know. That's why they have to come back, because they don't know something. There's a lot this person, I can't make this up. There's a lot this person don't know. You do, though. See, there's a lot this person don't know, especially when it comes to family, when it comes to making it, when it comes to surviving, when it comes to, having all the responsibility on you. Now, you're not out here looking crazy. Now you're looking wise and shit. Now you're looking valuable. Now you're looking like you bring a whole bunch of shit to the table. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Thank you. Yes. I feel like this person has been praying a lot. They have been praying a lot now that they see whatever it is. I'm telling you, this person is going through a whole mental thing. We just saw all those other knives, and here, look at these knives. It's a whole mental thing. And they're sitting here thinking how they allowed this other person to get them all trapped and stuck and overburdened and cursed and tricked and everything. And this person, and how it was just nothing but lies. How they was lied to, and how they thought they could lie to you. That's like somebody getting beat up at home, and then coming to work thinking that they can pick on you. Motherfucker, I know you don't want to get beat up at work too, because I'm a put it down. So that's somebody who didn't deal with their shit, who didn't look at the problem in the eye. They was gonna sit here and transfer that bullshit to somebody else. I'm not that one. Not the one, the two, or the three, the 4, the 5, the 6. None of them. What's the message, Spirit? I thought I saw some of them turn over. I guess not. Something about the patriarch. This could be the head of the family. Something about this patriarch. I kind of feel like this person is keeping their distance from this emperor too. Because they know what this emperor tried to do against this earth angel. That's why that person is sitting here thinking that they should have taken up for you. They should have tried to protect you in whatever way. They should have stood by your side. They should have believed you. They should have took stock of what you were saying. They should have had faith in you. They should have did something so that you felt supported, as opposed to alone. This is why it's a whole mental thing with them, because they realize what they did. They realize how you felt. They realize what you had to do. They realize, like for you to just have to walk away. They realize what heart hurt and mental anguish you had to go through to make that decision. See, somebody's waking up. What's the message, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, and see, now this person is kind of stressing too because they never thought about what they said about you was going to come back around, and they're worrying about you hearing about it. I'm telling you, it's a whole mental thing. They're worrying about that you hearing about the shit that they didn't talked about, said about you, and it was all lies. More swords. It was all lies. But this was like a long time ago. And they was doing it for a while. They were relying on you for a while. But like I said, this person, that's why, I feel like you took a stand and you ghosted this whole situation. You know, you went and did you. Mm-hmm. I feel like this person, the one who lied and shit, didn't realize you was gonna find out. Now they sitting here thinking about this, realizing that you always knew. See, that they're getting karma of their own doing. They're getting karma of their own doing. They're having to review everything, and that's their karma. Them reviewing everything that they did, knowing that you already knew. That's why somebody feel like it was hard. It's really hard for them to face you, but I feel like I can't do this anymore. I gotta go. I gotta see collective. I gotta at least try. Mm-hmm. Now if somebody, they it's like as far as like now they want strength, you know, and they're looking at you as strong. Before they looked at you as you was weak. That's why they felt like they could do anything they wanted and get away with it. They looked at you as being weak. But now they look at you as the pillar of strength. Because see, they know that they did this fuck shit, and what did you do? You took your space. And you've been gone for a while now. And they know that when you made a decision, you made a fucking decision. Whole time, you always knew. You can't make this up. You always knew. See, this is one. This person has to come to the realization. It's the God's honest truth that you are an earth angel. And you are guided and work with other angels. Hello, Nurse Oasis. That's why everything that you touch turns to gold. That's why this person needs you. They was told that they needed to keep you at arm's length. Now they see they should have kept somebody else at arm's length. Realizing they wasn't the blessing. You are. Mm-hmm. Realizing it was their own actions that got them, you got you with boundaries up. Boundaries up, because they decided to act some type of fool. And like I said, you've been keeping your distance. You made your stand, and you've been doing the same thing. You haven't back down. You haven't called. You didn't do this. You didn't do that. You said, "Oh, okay. I see what you. Okay, I see what time it is. Thanks." Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You ghosted somebody. You ghosted somebody because they didn't think that you didn't know that they was trying to be a whole master magician, a whole warlock. Like I said, somebody that they didn't think that you would ever walk away. Like you was gonna be too weak. Mm-hmm. What's the message? Anything else from this deck? Anything else from this deck? Ooh, okay. Mm. Somebody wants to. I feel like somebody wants to start communicating again. Confirmation. Somebody wants to start communicating again and to extend confirmation and to extend the olive branch. You know, they want to start communicating again and to extend the olive branch because, you know, maybe y'all are family or something like that. Mm-hmm. Because they want, you know, they feel like enough time has passed and they want this to be over. Somebody has had an opportunity to really look at things, you know. So and they realize who the person was that caused all the drama, all the pain. So let's go ahead and pull some from the big stack that we haven't used in such a long time. I happened to be looking in one of the drawers and I was like, and you know what? I said, look at all these cards, and I use the same cards all the time. I'm gonna start mixing them up. All right. Yep. Something seems suspect. Yeah, fishy story. Something is a little unbelievable. What's the message, Spirit? The hard part is letting go. Somebody was afraid of the unknown. Mm-hmm. Somebody was afraid. This is why it's taken. This is why it's taken them so long to reach out. They were afraid, and then the person that they thought was going to be there to help them, they didn't help them do shit. They didn't help them do a damn thing. I mean, if they wanted to help them sit on their ass, it was good. But as far as what they said they're going to do, see, them and the other person was not meant for each other. Somebody did not want to give back. You know, somebody turned out to be a weasel. Mm-hmm. Somebody, yeah, I'm telling you, this person that they got with, it was touched by cray cray. Okay, they was trouble, they was chaos, they was confusion. They was touched by cray cray. That's when this person realized they had to be very selective with their energy. They got with somebody that was so slick, they were gonna talk them out they draws while they was walking in a baby. Hola, Marcia. Yeah, somebody realized, you know what? Did you have a lion? You were a lion at heart. Can nobody fuck with you? That's why somebody said that they gotta find their way back. You know, they gotta find their way back. They have to They want to come back. They want to let you know, hey, there's a new sheriff in town. So if there was anybody that tried to slip in, tell them hell no, scare them off. See, somebody now, they want to dream, think and dream big. They want to be expansive. They want to grow with you. They want to mature with you. They want to gain something. Mm-hmm. Hey, Deborah, how are you? Yeah, see, because this person realizes that you are getting dharma. You do good deeds. You're good to people. You treat people right. You know, and this person feels like you was first at first. First they thought that you was giving them the silent treatment. Now they realize you just said, "Oh, okay." You just lovingly left the whole situation. There is no silent treatment. You was like, and that was it. What's the message, Spirit? Yep. That whole situation that they was in was messy, baby. It was messy. I'm telling you, you cannot turn no hoe into no housewife. You cannot. You can turn a housewife into a hoe though, but you cannot turn no hoe into no housewife. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Yeah, they somebody had to find out that somebody else was taking advantage of them. They felt like they was a walking ATM, easy mark. You know, boo boo the fool. You know, every time they would walk by somebody, they would hear somebody go cha-ching. That whole thing dysfunction. Both of y'all, dysfunction. That person had to ask themselves, are they living or are they just surviving in the situation they was in? And they realized they was just surviving. This person realized they was getting karma. They was having that past return of the shit that they did in the past. And they had to ask themselves, remember when it was okay when they did it to somebody else? They had to realize they was getting karma. Yeah, the person that they was with, that person was on something. They was either drinking too much, using drugs, doing something crazy. You know, I'm telling you, somebody wanted to have a new beginning. They want to just start over. You know, and then the person that was with, that was always comparing themselves to you, collective. Well, guess what, boo boo? If you're comparing yourself to me, you already don't measure up because you started off with the deficit in the mind. Okay, with your slow thinking ass. What's the message, Spirit? Somebody thought they was about that thug life. They ain't about that thug life no more. Now they realize, there was too many games. Too many games with that bullshit. That's when they said it was time for them to man or woman to fuck up. It was time to grow the fuck up. High noon. What's the message? Yeah. Somebody, they had to put some motherfucking respect on your motherfucking name. They had to put some respect on your name. Let me tell you something. If you didn't teach them how to treat you, you didn't teach them shit. You taught a motherfucker how to treat you. They had to put some respect on your neck. They know, and when they hear your name being brought up again with some motherfucking some bullshit, they either gonna do like this, La, 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 I can't hear you. I don't want to hear you. Or they're going to tell that motherfucker, shut the up. They don't care if they talking to a priest. They're going to be like, shut your ass up. Because I'm telling you, you ain't reached out to that person at all. You serve that shit cold. You cut it off completely. Completely. When I say completely, I mean all of it. What's the message, Spirit? Deborah. I'm telling you, somebody was, you know what, like I said, they thought they was going to the best way they needed to go. They realized they was getting with somebody that was going to be unwilling to help them. You know, they're looking at you and they see that you are a phenomenal person. Phenomenal. They had to ask themselves, what was they tripping off of? You are accomplished, you're polished, you're confident, you're intelligent, you're put together nicely. They looking at like, what the fuck? That's when this motherfucker had to look at themselves in the mirror. They had to say to themselves, they brought it on them damn self. Because they was tripping. This person now know they should have listened. They should have listened because you sure was saying something. But you know what? You only said it once and let it go because you said you got to choose your battle. And that's why you did not fight for somebody. You said, I'm going to choose my battle. This ain't one of them. You didn't fight for somebody. You let them go. You let them go. That's whenever they was confused. That's confused times 10. They was confused. Okay? Because it confused them that you just like was like, oh, okay. Bye. See ya. Enjoy. Problem solved. No problem. See ya. But you knew what you was doing though. Because you said, you know what? That ass will be back. And that person looked at you and they saw that you was like living the spirit. You know, the life you was living was like live the spirit of the 1970s flower child, just carefree, open, not giving a shit. You wasn't stressing. You wasn't trying to beg them to come back or nothing like that. This person internalized your emotions, your feelings about how good you feel about yourself. They internalized that. You just said, okay, well, maybe it was not your type. Maybe it was just a cheap thrill, you know. Oh, well. And it wasn't even that you rejected them. You gave them what they asked for. They didn't want you to. They wanted you to convince them why they didn't need that. You went the more peaceful way. You went the more peaceful route. You said, instead of me trying to convince you why you don't need something, I'm going to let you find out. I'll see in a little bit whenever you have to come to me to try and detox, getting rid of those negative people, situations, and places. See in a little bit. Somebody used to think about it was all about them. They used to be very selfish, very vain, and narcissistic. You know, that thinking that they was just all the best until this higher power came. God showed up. God showed up. Had to show them. And here you are looking perfectly balanced, not stressed. Your life purpose, it's like why do you live? This is what you're working on. Your life purpose. Why are you here? And you're not here to be stressing over no other human that don't know what the fuck they want. See, somebody didn't realize that you were not the usual type. That's what they should have done. Realize that you are not the usual type. See, you call on Archangel Mariel a lot, Mariel, for the divine ultimate love. And you know what? Divinely and ultimately love yourself. Yes, that's why they can't get at you. You are very majestic. You stand in your power alone. Very majestic. Somebody else that they're feeling a certain way though, because they also know that you stand by the right hand. You are the right hand of God, and the good spotlight is on you. Well, like I said, somebody is very, very, very moody right now. They're not happy at all, and it's because of the person that they know that they are, who they represent themselves to be. Like they're just a sleaze bag, So yeah. Anything else, Spirit? Somebody needs to call on Archangel Roquiel for that healing energy. Roquiel. Archangel Roquiel. That healing energy. Anything else? Okay. Yeah, this one keeps wanting to come out. First of all, you need to know that your intuition is on point. Your first thought is very strong, and that is it. Your intuition. Next thing you need to know is that where you're at, that's where love lives. Love lives here. Wherever you are is where love lives. It doesn't reach. That person couldn't take love from where you were at and deposit it to over there. That's why the person wants to come back, because they miss that. They miss that love. Now they realize what they should have said to the other person was thanks for the ride. Do the hit it and quit it, a one and done. Yep. See, somebody thought that they was wanting to be a player. I don't want to be a player no. I don't want to be a player no more. They got to love themselves. It's time for somebody to love themselves. Let's go ahead and swing the pendulum. See if it's a yes, see if it's a no, maybe, see if it's a maybe so. And if this is your first time or second time or 52nd time or however many times that you've seen a live or seen a recording after it's posted, and you like the vibe and would like to join the Sweet Spot e-magazine Soul Tribe, please feel free to press that little button that says that you will now subscribe. We would love to have you. All right, Spirit, is the answer yes? Is the answer no? What is the answer? Think of your question. What is the answer, Spirit? Looks like it's a yes. It is a yes. Ooh, and I feel good energy with this. Something about that, somebody learning to love themselves. It's meaning something different for them. Somebody is becoming very secure within themselves. Somebody they want to rewrite their own story. Like they want to start their life over. Of course, you can't start over from birth. But they want to rewrite their story, or they want to start writing their story, but they want it to end on such a grand and positive note. Somebody, I don't know why, somebody's got the last name of Newman. Somebody's got the last name of Newman. I don't know. It may be somebody's ancestor that's coming through. Somebody got the last name of Newman, because that's what I keep hearing. And mm-hmm. Something about I don't know. I'm just channeling right now. Somebody's got the last name of Newman. Something about a brick house too. It's like a red brick house. They said it's gonna come around. If somebody's gonna think about it, it's gonna come around. All right. Okay. All right. All right, y'all. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you hanging out with me. I really do. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, y'all. I may be back a little bit later this afternoon. I may not. It's First Friday, so I know I'm going to be going out, but I'll try and see if I can just do a quick one. All right, y'all. Thank you so very much. I love you all. Okay, Hypsee, thank you so very much. I appreciate you. And I will see you all very soon. Have a great day. Bye now.